Matt Lenihan for Boxing Social in association with Empire Fight Store and Our Kings. Shakur Stevenson, pound for pound, one of the best fighters in world boxing today. Hardly ever get to speak to you because you're across the pond in America, so it's good to catch up. Before we start talking boxing, I know you're good at Call of Duty. How good are you though? Are we gonna get on a four-way quads and play? I know you played with Michael Conlon before, friend Ryan. Are you still playing?
Yeah, I'm really good actually. I ain't playing like too much, but like it's like riding a bike. Like you go play, you take 2 months off and you play a couple of games and then you back.
Well, look, we have to set some up because I've heard good things about you on that. Look, you're here in the UK. You always seem to get so well received by the UK audience. What's it been like? You sort of interacting with your fans. I know you've been to the Ring Magazine award night. How much do you enjoy coming over to sort of this part of the world?
Honestly, it's been a treat. It's been really fun. And, I've been enjoying it. I've been running to fans and stuff, and they've been kind of like mobbing me, or if I go to the mall and stuff. So it's definitely a good experience.
What do you like about it over here? I heard you say you like the weather. What's wrong with you? I like going over there to the States, get a little bit warmer. You like coming over here? It's freezing right now. Honestly,
I live in Houston, so it's always so hot. Like it's to the point where you don't even want to go outside. So I'm enjoying the cold. I like the cold. I'm from Jersey, so it reminds me of home. So.
Well, look, you've business to take care of on this historic card, Floyd Schofield. How did this fight come about? Because originally you were obviously scheduled for Joe Cordina. I think from the UK point of view, we were thinking that's a great fight. We know what Joe can do, former world champion. And that fight's sort of gone by the wayside. Have you seen more of an interest in the Schofield fight from your point of view?
Yeah, probably so. Honestly, I like the Cordina fight. I thought it was a good fight too. I think Cordina is a hell of a fighter. But the fans wasn't too intrigued about the fight. A lot of fans was telling me it's a shit fight. You bringing up a guy from 130 pounds.
He was ready to move though. He saw in his last fight, he was ready to move.
Yeah, I know. But you bringing up a guy from 130. He got stopped his last fight. He's not that good. And then when I signed the fight, Floyd Schofield, you got a different reaction from a lot of the American fans. So it was really like for the American fans, you know, the people that been supporting me my whole career. I kind of went after the Floyd Schofield fight a little bit more just because I knew that they would be more excited about it.
Do you know what? After a few of your performances, I hear you're quite self-critical of yourself, and I know that's how you guys stay focused and locked in. But do you feel like sometimes with what you've already done in your career, the short career, that you've still achieved a hell of a lot? People talk about, I think it's the same with your rival, Gervonta. A lot of people talk about his power, but he's got boxing skills. A lot of people talk about your skills, but you actually do carry power as well. When you look at an Oscar Valdez, big puncher, you went straight through him. Do you sometimes sit back and go, do I not get my just due now kind of thing?
I for sure don't get my just due. Truthfully, you got to realize, to be able to go from 126 pounds to 130 to 135 and still just winning titles effortlessly, I think that's amazing in itself. And a lot of fans not really paying attention to that. They don't pay attention to when fighters move up. Usually they don't be the same kind of fighter. A lot of people have talked about like a T.O. or like Devin, no disrespect to them guys, but when Devin moved up to 140, he was good, but the power didn't seem like it was fully there, or he wasn't able to take a punch as much as he was able to take a punch at 135. Or T.O., once he moved up to 140, they like, oh, he don't punch as hard as he punched at 140. Yeah. But you're moving up in weight, so for me to do it in 3 different weight classes at 27 years old, it just makes it so much better. And I understand the sport of boxing. I understand that at 135, the guys is bigger, stronger, tougher, so they're not able to walk through me. Even Edwin De Los Santos, he was a big puncher. A lot of people got to know him. If you've been in the gym with this guy, I know people that really sparred this guy. He's a big puncher. He couldn't walk through me. He didn't just disrespect me and go in there and just try to knock me out. So truthfully, like, I respect myself and I give myself the credit.
I've got to ask you. So, a lot of the fights now in boxing, thanks to Turkey Al Sheikh and Riyadh season, we're seeing a lot of big fights. You're going against Floyd Schofield. It'll be a tremendous fight. Whenever I say to someone, look, out of all the fights you want to see right now, especially in America, than the side of it, forget, I know potentially Canelo, your Crawfords, all that kind of stuff. If you speak to a Gareth A. Davis, all the journalists, you say, who do you want to see fight? They go, we want to see Shakur Stevenson, Gervonta Davis, or I want to see Tank and Shakur. Do you see that as well? As I know you're not looking past him because you can't afford to do that, but do you go, you know what, that's it for me, that is both of your sort of mega fight when it comes round to it?
Yeah, for sure. I know how good he is. He deep down inside know how good I am. So, yeah, that's the biggest fight in the world. It's the biggest fight in boxing, and hopefully we can make it happen one day. I've
seen you two, like, you sort of have your little back and forth boxing, you know, bit shit talk, but I've seen you two in pictures before and been like, it seems a little bit respectful. Is there that mutual understanding of, we know the game, I back my skills, you back your skills? Same with all you boys, Haney and everyone. Do you look around and just go, look, if we all play this right, we can create our own era and have these classic fights, like what we're seeing with Bivol and Beterbiev?
Honestly, yes, for sure, but I'm different from like them. I know how to like read the room and pay attention. I know that he's a good fighter. I'm not gonna ever go out there and act like he's not good. I see that he goes out there and act like, you know, what have I done for the sport of boxing? But he should be looking at the mirror and acting like himself. What have you done? Who have you beat? Who have you been in front of that makes you elite level? Like, so, truthfully, credit to all of them guys. Hopefully them guys have a good career. But I will be ready whenever they get in front of me.
You might not get Gervonta now. He's retiring, isn't he, not after this year?
I don't know. That's his business.
In, say, the next 12 to 18 months, when you look back, what do you want to have achieved in this sort of next part of your career? You're coming into, I feel like you're coming into your prime years. I still think we're still to see the best here, which is incredible, like, when you see what you've done. But what would you like to say, look, this is what we've been and done in that time?
Honestly, I can't wait till it's all said and done, because the people that don't appreciate me now is going to appreciate me later. They're going to miss me, and I just got to keep doing what I'm doing, and come February 22nd, it's going to be another step to greatness.
I've got to ask you this. I know everyone's going to ask you, so I really do apologise in advance, but rumours of Canelo and obviously your good friend, mentor, Terence Crawford. A lot of people a few years ago would have said that's crazy, but I think everybody, when they see the talent of Terence Crawford, forgetting a weight classes, he's a special fighter. Pound for pound, I think many will say #1 in the world, alongside the likes of people like yourself and that great list that we've got at the minute. Is he the man to beat Canelo?
Yes. Honestly, if anybody could jump up in weight classes and do it, it's Terence Crawford. I don't know nobody who is mentally as strong as Terence Crawford, so I can't wait to watch it.
Your gym's an exciting gym. You all bounce off each other. You got likes of Keyshawn, everyone sort of mixing. That mentality in that gym, what is it? How is it different from any other gym? I've got to ask you, because you all seem so calm when the lights come on.
I think it's just a friendly competition. The fact that we could get in the ring with each other, spar each other, and make each other better. Honestly, even like with Keyshawn, people don't realize me and him been around each other for so long. Like, that was like my blood brother to me, and it's not my blood brother. So it's like he was with me every day. And how good he is now is like, I always knew that this kid was this good. I remember when I first met him, I want to say like 13, 14 years old he probably was, and I went back home telling him, I'm like, yo, that's gonna be a special kid right there. And from there on we clicked, and I kind of just helped build him and help him get better, and he helped me get better. So truthfully, it's a hell of a gym and competition when we're around each other.
Well, Scott, look, I know you've done a lot of media. I appreciate you giving me some time. It's good to catch up with you. We'll get on Call of Duty. We'll see how good you are. We'll catch up soon. Appreciate it.